Well, here we go, fam. This is the start of our Birria journey. You can see right now, I got the beef chuck shoulder roast is what I'm using. You can see pictured right there at the top left. I bought two of those, and right now we're cooking them in the pressure cooker or the Instapot. So we're kind of shaving some time off. Call it cheating, hacking, whatever. But hey, this is what we're doing. And these Instant Pots have been out for some years now. So if you don't have one, you are well late to the party. But if you don't have one, get one because they have several settings on them. Even a rice setting on it. Right now you're looking at a pot of beans. So we're not just going to do the birria and the consomme. We're going to do a whole meal of it. We're going to add beans and rice to it. Beans and Spanish rice to it. There we go. This is actually after adding the Birria taco starter that I bought at HEB that you may have seen in the previous video. If you hadn't seen the previous video, go check it out. But yeah, this is when I knew it may work because it actually started smelling like the Birrias from the food trucks that we frequent. And when I started to get that same smell, I'm like, okay, this may actually work. Maybe someone at HEB actually knows what they're doing, what they're selling. So at this point, the mouth is watering, the stomach is growling. We took some out here getting ready to assemble the tacos. Over there you can see I tested a couple first before I actually started making the rest. And I actually will show you that I tested a couple of them. Most people may not do that, but hey, I wanted to show you those two over there to the left are the test ones. And assembling these are actually pretty fun. I had my kids helping me. They wanted to get involved, so my wife made the beans and the rice. So it was like a whole little family thing. My brother and my dad also enjoyed or had an opportunity to partake in the eating festivities. But it actually turned out better than I thought, as you're going to see. But it can be messy. From what I've told, if you do it the authentic way without the hack, it's actually more messy when you're doing the peppers and everything. And also, if you can remember from the previous video when I was shopping to get the ingredients for the burrito tacos, you saw that I got a pack of yellow corn tortillas and 2 packs of white corn tortillas. So we're using both. Now, one thing I noticed is once they're dipped and covered in the consomme, or some people say the adobe sauce, but it's kind of hard to tell the difference because they're all kind of the same color at that point, especially after you dip them and they're actually grilled to perfection. It's kind of hard to tell the difference in the white corn and the yellow corn because there are some people in my household that actually prefer white corn over yellow corn or vice versa. Really couldn't tell the difference, so it really didn't. To me, the white and the yellow corn tortillas, one did not taste better than the other. Didn't really make a difference. So, and there's the cheese I got there. Why I got that cheese? Because no one felt like shredding cheese. That's why I got the cheese that was already shredded. Adding the meat here. In the beginning, I didn't want to add too much because I wanted to make sure I had enough for each taco. But my kids convinced me to add a little more. They like overstuffed tacos. With me, I was just hoping it turns out great. But one thing I also used too is I had some spray canola oil that I was spraying on the griddle here. Generally, I use butter and other things, but this time I just used the spray. My thing about this is I wanted to make it quick, as quick and as fast as possible. Is what I was looking for with this, and it actually didn't take too long. But yes, fold them over. Had a little trouble there, but once you get the hang of folding them over, it's very easy. You want to mash them a little bit, but not too much. You don't want all the juices to come running out of the meat. So you don't want to do it too hard. I would also suggest too, next time um, I do it, or I suggest to you all, is I would probably do maybe like, if possible, if you're fast enough, to do maybe 6 at a time. I started off doing 2 at a time, then I think we may have gone to 4 at a time. But if you can do 6, go ahead and get them out of the way. And it also depends on how many people you're actually feeding to. So that's the difference there. But it's definitely a lot of fun making these. And when you try it, definitely do not forget to put the cheese on the outside uh, of the outside of the tortilla. On each side, flip it, let it get a good grilling on both sides with the cheese on the outside. That's what gives it that extra crunch. You may not see all of them like this, but this is how we decided to do ours. Um, like I said, I've gone to several food trucks. I've eaten these. Restaurant in the mall. I uh, I bought some from there, and I don't know. They all have their differences. As long as they taste good to you, make them how you want. But what I'm going to do right now is let me speed this up a little bit so I can make you guys go through a little faster. And as you can see right now, we're going to start to cook a few more. Rather than 1 or 2 at a time, we're going to try to do 3 or 4 to go ahead and get them done so we can eat and test these bad boys out. See if I know what I'm doing. And also, have you all tried different types of cheeses? You know, I'm a huge cheddar cheese fan. I mean, I would try pretty much any cheese. I mean, I would even go so far as to stick Gouda on these if I thought it would work well. Now you can see here we have everything all finished up, ready to eat. There go the Birrias right there, looking real nice. And over here we have the consomme right here, nice and hot. Over here are the beans, nice pinto beans, seasoned well. And right here we have like a Mexican style rice here that my wife made. This is going to be absolutely delicious at this point. And there's my plate, looking real nice and beautiful. And as always, get ready, stay ready. God bless.